Hi everyone, welcome. So today we are planning to add some petals to this rose which I just completed crocheting. So the first trial was this actually using this yarn and also using a different pattern. And this is actually my first rose which I created from cotton yarn, and this is the complete rose which I've made. It was only trial which made it lot of, you can see it's bigger rose, so I'm using to keep it on the table only like this on the top. And this is the rose which I made, and you can see the petals I've added and the sepal also. And this one I used 4.5 hook size, and you can see that everything was trial because this is not even properly completed, because according to the tutorial they asked to use the tape for covering this one. So I used this crochet part to give it a seamless view, and this is not even properly completed. You can see it's still loose here because I didn't inserted it properly. And so that's only a trial. The trial always looks like this, but it's not much problem, so let it be here. And this is the rose which I've completed, and for which I'm creating the petals. So what I'm doing today is I'm planning to create some petals and keeping it in advance, so when I'm having the uh, time to create a rose, I'll be able to just arrange everything and stitch it together to complete a rose. So that's the reason I'm planning to do petals in this vlog. And also one thing which I've learned is this knitting. I'm learning knitting, and I learned the basic stitch also, and you can see it's just started only. Beautiful way to practice the knitting and different types of hobbies I'm actually willing to learn. And one of the hobby which I'm learning is crocheting, and another one is knitting. Let's do the petals part. So for the petals I'm using a smaller hook size, not the hook size which I used. I have another petal which is actually, this one is 4.5 hook size petal looks like, and it's quite bigger than compared to this smaller hook size. So your crochet hook size matters a lot when it comes to crocheting. You can see the difference, not a big difference, but there is some difference. So that was my first leaf, and I'm just keeping it there. Let's start the crochet. I got the chains. Now I'm skipping the first chain. Actually, once you understand the pattern, you get the flow and you keep going. So the right side is complete. Now let's work towards the other side. Hi everyone. So I'm just making this leaf. And you can see in the so just completed one leaf in just 5 to 7 minutes. So we got 3 leaves already. I'll just create some more. And also I'm planning to just start the rows also, because I have the yarn ready. And you can see these both yarns which you can see here is actually I wind this using my hands only. I made this. And yes, so you can see it's very easy to make such yeah, when you're using a machine, either operated by manually or automatically, it's cool to use that. And if you can also use it by hand. And I use it to create this one by hand only. Just wrapping it around, and not actually a hand, you need some kind of like cylindrical thing to wrap it around. Now let's make, just start the rows. Let me see if I remember the pattern. It's actually 66 chains which need to be created. 8 inches is the tail length, but I don't think that much is required, because it's good if you can have. Let's start and make another rows. So we need 66 chains. Yes, so I got the required chains. Now let me keep it aside and I can work after this live stream into creating such another rows, because I need to refer the pattern. Currently I'm so much into creating this leaf and leaves, and I have the pattern also. I'm memorizing the pattern. So for the leaf, I'm using this pattern which is asking to have 12 chains. So let's start our so 12 chains are ready. Now let's work into the chains. I'm just memorizing the pattern instead of referring to the pattern. So that way I'll be able to register it in my crochet it double crochet. I think I just made two extra chains. Got it. So we just completed another leaf. And what I'm planning actually is to create at least 10 such roses just for some fun. It's nice, right? To create some roses and create like a bouquet. So I got two for this. Then I got two for another. And I think that's all fine for today's vlog because I can also learn some knitting. This is what I've actually done, just some learning time. It's nice when you switch to the knitting from crocheting. You did the crochet and suddenly you switch to knitting, just learning the basics. So first when I'm like, it seems to be a little bit confusing. Like I hold it like this only for the knitting. Then I'm like, oh, I'm not doing the crochet. I'm doing knitting. Uh, yesterday, day before yesterday, I actually see. I'm just holding it only like that. So I remember holding like this. This is the first stitch. Took some time to learn and make the proper alignment, but once you learn it, yeah, I did some practice and just for registering this technique in my mind, I had to do it some time, just removing it and doing Again, yeah, I know that it's not good for the thread, but this was the first step, the challenge actually, to learn the stitching and all. I mean, the basics. And oh, then the next one is, yeah, they taught me like this, to insert it like this, something, and to, got one more, I think. One more. This is not even the needle size which I ordered. I'm so disappointed that they gave me 6.5 when I ordered for 5.5. They told that, yeah, they will give it replaced, but no response from them. Yo, what is this? Messed up. No problem. Okay. So, yeah, just some experiments, some trial error part, and I'll just complete few more of this roses, which I did the foundation part here. Now I need to work into that, and I need to make some more. And after that, I think maybe by, I'm not pushing myself much to a limited time, but maybe by next week I'll be able to make 10 roses like this, I believe, because I'm so much enjoying making these cute little roses. And the hook also which I'm using is quite, yeah, sometimes it's challenging to use such a small hook size, but then only other hook I'm having is 4.5, so better this one is this. I like the output. And yeah, I can try with this color also, this color and this color roses I'll be making it. And we'll learn some techniques to attach these also, because it's not properly glued, the staple is not properly glued. And I think leaves are also getting better when I'm making it. Let me learn, and hopefully, and through effort and practice, I would be able to complete 10 roses, both colors, 10 roses by next week. Yeah. So till then, stay connected. I have recorded and I'm currently editing a video, a long form video. These are like vlogs, live streams, short videos you are seeing on the channel, but long form content is related to styling only, not related to crochet. So I have planned and I already made the video, so which will be rolling out by Sunday. Only few more editings are yet to be completed. It's like a 5-minute video about the crocheting, actually, the importance of getting started with crocheting. And if you require some motivation or just to kickstart your journey, that might help you. Let it help you. So, yeah, on Sunday, I'll be rolling out that video on this channel. And I'm planning to create like crochet videos, knitting videos, and embroidery and styling, everything related to like thread, fabric, yarns related kind of videos. So if anyone is having some kind of like common interest in these areas, you can stay connected by subscribing, and we'll plan to roll out the videos as soon as possible. And also not good at giving tutorials, but you can see from the live videos that it is challenging, it is sometimes confusing, but it's worth it trying, as well as to keep going, trying new patterns. Especially what I've learned, this one, I, without watching any tutorial video, I made this rose, this one also. And you can see this one also without watching any tutorial, by solely depending on the pattern I've shared in the community post also. There is importance to learn reading patterns. I've heard many crochet artists emphasizing on the fact that, not the fact, yeah, emphasizing on the importance of learning to read patterns. Don't take it for granted. Don't consider it as not important. It is important. If you're not learning to read patterns, crochet patterns, knitting patterns, you're missing out some great, beautiful patterns, because such patterns may not have a tutorial video. We can't guarantee that part, but if you have, yeah, that's okay. But at least learn to read patterns. I would highly suggest that one. I did kept it aside for a long period of time, but now I understand when I started learning the pattern reading, man, that's amazing. Because once you learn, it's easy. This abbreviation is for that. Yeah, got it. So cool. And you don't need to post the video and like waste a lot of time just by posting the video, trying to rewind it and watch it. You can see the pattern, you know how to read it, you can quickly read it and do it and make beautiful, amazing patterns. Wishing you all the best if you're crocheting something along with watching this video. All the best for you guys. Keep crocheting, keep knitting, and keep embroidering also. And if you would like to share, the community posts are open. You can share your crochet works with the community members. We'd love to hear and see the work, the amazing work that's been done for you, done by you. Thank you so much. Bye bye. So next week, yes, I guarantee you will be able to see 10 roses of this and the same color, the same size actually, and this color also. 10 roses. Yeah, just a challenge for myself. Not pushing myself, not being hard on myself, like you need to do it as a challenge, but actually enjoying and trying to learn it. This pattern now, once you do it 10 times, you're like, yeah, you got it. You got how things are working. You know, when you give such a effort to that, it is worth it. So proper warm-ups are very important. Warm up before you start. If any crochet artist or anyone who is crocheting, if you're not doing proper warm-ups, it should not be considered not required, but it is actually required. You have to warm up before you start crocheting. In between, give break. Otherwise, you're going to hurt your fist and wrist. Why put so much pressure on yourself? Relax and enjoy the process and do it. We are not in any marathon to win. Just enjoy the process, and whatever you're able to create it, just appreciate your work. Even though no one is going to appreciate, or maybe they are not interested to appreciate your work, learn to appreciate your work. Be grateful for whatever you're creating. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day. Bye. This is not a motivation video, but I wanted to share this as I was facing a lot of challenge when I started, and I truly wanted someone to support me and help me learn these things. But we cannot always look for such motivation. But if you require some motivation and if you require some support, always here, reach out, let's connect, and let's crochet.